And welcome back to part 2 of What If Goku was sent to Namek instead of Earth. So last time on the Dragon Ball Z What If, Raids had come to Namek and had thirdly gotten his ass kicked. Now, I had someone actually kind of question whether or not Raditz would have had to go back to Vegeta and Nappa, or if he would be the kind of guy who forgets his name. Or forgets his name. Or if he'd be the kind of guy who just joins them. And it all depends, I think, on the circumstance. Raditz is even weaker than even, say, a Frieza Force soldier. So I'm sure he gets a lot of shit from Nappa and Vegeta a lot of the time. But at the same time, he probably does still have that Saiyan superiority. He does seem a bit more of the cowardly type. In this case, I sent him off to go and let Vegeta and Raditz know what's up. Now, everyone might prepare for the Saiyans a bit, but they're not doing the thorough training that they did for Vegeta and Nappa on Earth. The reason for that is they just don't know when to expect them. So they feel like they're pretty powerful, but they know they can be more powerful. They know how strong Goku and Nail are. So they would more than likely, do some. They would all train a little bit. The Namekian warriors would definitely be stronger. Like I would say, in a year's time, doing some solid training, everyone probably doubled their power. I mean, not everyone. The Namekians probably doubled their power. They're already at 6,000. They're maybe hitting either 10 to 12. I think that's reasonable. But I think Nail and Goku, respectively, Goku being about 200,000 and Nail being about 150. I'll put Goku at about 300,000 and about Nail at 200. I think that's a reasonable gap. The reason for that being Goku's natural Saiyan heritage makes it easier for him to increase, even though he's the stronger of the two. And they only have a year, and I don't think their training will be quite as intense in this because I think they feel like they know they're strong enough to take them on. If they're not that much stronger than, say, Raditz, then they should be fine. So eventually, Vegeta and Nappa and Raditz do show up. Raditz is probably a bit stronger. Raditz's power level actually is about 1,500 according to official power levels. It's just they assumed it was 1,200, I'm guessing, Nappa and Vegeta, due to the fact that that's what they knew him to be initially. But he's a little stronger now. He's probably a little stronger because he probably got a bit of a Zenkai from getting his butt thoroughly kicked a bit. Not thoroughly kicked, but enough that he gets a little bit of a Zenkai. He's maybe 2,000 at best. So they show up and they basically nail Goku, the gang. They're waiting for him. I was like, I see. So this is Namek. Quite a droll place indeed, Nappa. You really got beat by these fools. They look pathetic. I'm telling you, Vegeta, they're not what we expected. I was like, indeed. So, Kakarot, I see you've been raised by the locals. Wait, where's your little green antenna? Yeah, that's a good one, Vegeta. Oh, thank you. I thought it up myself. So they're just mocking and just like, yeah, look, we're gonna tell you the same thing we told Raditz. Either we can have peace, or you can just get the hell out of here. We can have peace, or you can get the hell out of here. Oh, we got some big talkers here. And then again, the three Namekian warriors like, Goku, Nail, don't feel you have to do all the work. Let us have a shot at these guys. Oh, really? Let's see what you've got. Raditz, please. You must have been joking. The powers are barely 2,000. More than enough to be... And I'm sure they got their power suppressed to some degree. 2,000, I think, would be their level of suppression. And that'd be enough for them to think, well, I can see why they beat you now, Raditz. Their powers are around 2,000, which is quite impressive, really. Of course, now with that little bit of boost you got, I'm sure you'd be able to take them no problem. Or at least give them a solid fight. Yeah, seriously. So I'll take you all three of you on if you don't mind. So who wants to go first? The three of you? One of you? You green guy, you other green guy, or you other green guy? Who's it gonna be? And then they just power up, and then immediately their scouters, go off. It's like, oh, of course, those reasons are useless. They could hide the power levels, as it turns out. Nappa. So what is it? So what's the scouter rating now? And what? And then they power full up 12,000 apiece. You know what? Actually, let's make it a little fun. Let's say one's 12, one's 11, one's 10. Each at least 10,000. what, 10,000? And Nappa quickly powers up to his full power. Well, come on, I can still take that. And then they quickly dispatch Nappa. Like, all right, I get Vegeta. It's not too late. Maybe we can consider Raditz. We're done. And then, because basically they literally whip Nappa completely. Rad's just like, I knew it. I gotta get out of here. There's no way I can unrat it. And then he just blasts Rads for hightail. So Rads is 86. Impressive indeed. But, and then he powers up to his full 18,000. And he quickly makes, they can still hold their own okay. But it's queer. Wow. Freudian slip. It's clear that Vegeta is superior. And that was like, well, you've all been fun, but I'm not here for you. And he's about to kill them, in which case Goku really shows that you're not going to be touching them, Vegeta. It's like, so you think you could stop me? Well, and then he just quickly, as he senses Vegeta's about to blast and moves his hand that way, and he just blasts him off into the distance. It's like, lucky move. But now you have to face a true elite, a super elite, the prince of all Saiyans, Vegeta. So, Kakarot, now let's see what you can really do. And Vegeta just comes at him. Goku's not even going full power. Goku's maybe going quarter of his full power right now, which is 75,000. He just completely puts Vegeta to shame. Just unabashedly embarrasses him. You! I will end you! Kakarot's like, you sure you want to do that, Vegeta? Well, actually, no. They don't have moon. But he realizes quickly that he can't use the moon because then Goku would turn into an ape as well. And Goku's clearly stronger than he is. So, he's like, damn it! This isn't over, Kakarot. This isn't over! And Vegeta hightails at her. Now, Vegeta probably would be the smarter one. Vegeta is probably smart enough to realize he can't beat him in a fight without going to Ozaru. And even then, Goku would turn to an Ozaru. He's got to get out of there. And it's like, this isn't over! And yeah, he goes, and he'll probably get his Zenkai. But he's kept his tail. That's a big thing here. So he heals up. Kui confronts him, and now this is where bad things happen really quick. Because, they didn't really know much of Dragon Balls at this point. But I think Frieza would still probably offhandedly hear something about it. So he would still go to Namek. And now Guru's probably passed on his abilities to Mori. And Guru's probably passed on at this point. So now we have Goku and Nail in the whole, race. Well, maybe he hasn't passed on it. Maybe he'll pass on naturally like he did in the series. But he's passed on his abilities to Mori. Now he's just kind of living out the remainder of his days. And Goku and Nail kind of like keeping him company. Frieza and his forces show up. Oh, pardon me. Oh, God. That was disgusting. Sorry. My acid reflux acting up, and that causes a lot of burping. So Frieza shows up, and immediately they're starting to wreak havoc. And, the Namekian warriors show up. Goku and Nail are just like, should we go, Goku? No, go protect them. If Mori's killed, the Dragon Balls will be gone as well. That's right, we gotta go. And they're heading off. The Namekian warriors show up, and they take care of Frieza's forces fine. And Darbon, actually, that'd be an interesting fusion. Darbon. Daboria. Or no, sorry, Zaboria. Oh, sorry, not Deborah. No, it's not. It's his name, not Daboria. It's Deborah. Oh no, yeah, it was Daboria, wasn't it? Was it Deborah? Yeah. I think it's Daboria. Dodoria. That was it. Dodoria. Why am I saying Daboria? It's Dodoria. So it would be Zadoria or Dardon. That'd be their fusion name. Anyway, Dodoria is like, he's like, oh, these guys are actually kind of impressive. Really? What's the scout to say? 12, 10,000, 12, 11,000. Maybe a little stronger even. Maybe let's say they're all even at like 12 because of that little. Because Namekians actually don't have a Zenkai, but they do have for some reason, a bit of an exertion a boost. Because Piccolo's power, actually, if you look at the official power levels, was a little bit higher after he fought Raditz. So apparently there's like a 1 to 3% increase after like intense, training and intense physical exertion. But, it's like, ew, 12,000. We don't have many folks like that. Tell you what, Namekians. How would you like a job? I don't have don't have a great deal of soldiers quite as strong as you. Would that be quite advantageous for yourselves if you decided to come along? No, thanks. Oh, well, I tried. With Zob on the door, which one of you wants to handle this? I'll take it, your Lord Frieza. Y'all take it, Lord Frieza. And then, he comes in. He unfortunately lays waste to him. Now, they do fare better than they did. Like, it's not an instantaneous kill, like when he just shoved his arm right through one. But they are pretty much slaughtered. And Goku senses this. God! Then Nail and Goku both go. And they both show up there. It's like, oh, and then Dodoria and Zarbon's scouters basically just, the scouters go, it's like, what is that? Those powers. And Nail and Goku are both there. Again, 200,000 and 300 respectively. Suppressed right now, they're probably hitting about 5,000 apiece. Like, no! And then whatever their names were. No! It's like, you! It's like, oh my, Lord Frieza, it seems these guys are a bit upset. Perhaps we should remove them from their earthly woes and concerns. After all, it's okay. You'll be seeing them again real soon. Tries to disappear behind Nail, and Nail just quickly grabs the Dodoria and just, wait, what? And then just flips him over and just nails him on his leg and breaks his back. Zaban? 1 second. Whoa, no, his power is much higher than we thought. Really? What are you getting on the scout? It's poof! Whatever it was, it broke the scouter, Lord Frieza. Ooh, it seems in this one, it can't be. Another Saiyan. Ooh. Impressive. So where have you been hiding, my fellow? Goku's not even saying it. He's just staring daggers. It's like, I'll take care of him, though. Don't worry. And then he transforms like, no, then, let's see if... And then Nail just looks at him and just blasts him in his mouth there. Well, it seems good help is hard to find these days. So, what can I do for you folks? You can leave now and never come back. Oh, it's a bit of a trouble. See, I've heard rumor of these things called Dragon Balls that can grant any wish you want. And I'm in the business for a little thing called immortality. You don't think you could hook a brother up? That would be a weird thing, but I could see a Prince Frieza say that. Hook a brother up, why don't you? You will leave now, or we will make you leave. Oh, dearie me. And then Frieza just flexes his power, and both Goku and Nail are shocked by how strong he is. Remember, so far, Goku and Nail have been, bar none, the strongest guys we've seen in the series. But even first form Frieza, it does dwarf. Now, don't get me wrong, he dwarfs him, but at 200,000 and 300,000 respectively for Nail and Goku, they're not going to get it's not like it's going to be a complete curve. In fact, tag teaming him, which they immediately do, Frieza does find himself on the back foot because they're clearly better fighters than Frieza. Frieza's just far more powerful. And that's how this is evened out, that his power is keeping him in check and keeping him at least even curter, but combined, these guys are really having he's having a real hard time with him. However, he does eventually say, oh, this is so bothersome. Let me show you what the real power is. I commend you for coming this far and even pushing me to this form. That power near my first form is impressive and very rare in this world indeed. So I'll enlighten you to seeing a bit of my true power. And then transform. Now then, which one of you should go first? I do have a tendency of disliking the monkeys quite a bit, but seeing as you've been very unreasonable, I think I'll be going with the slug. And then he just skewers him with his horn, and Nail's just on the ground, just and then Goku's Nail. Goku, it's like, oh, Namekians, you are such a bothersome race, always clinging on. I'll have to make a point of blowing this planet up after I get the Dragon Balls. Now, Mori is still alive, by the way. I haven't killed Mori. The other Dende is dead, but Dende is still here. And I don't think, and he can. I don't think he's been. Actually, I'd imagine at this point he's probably met. And see, this is a different version of the history. I think he does have his healing powers. I think he's had his hidden potential unlocked by Guru at this point. So Dende is secretly going to creep over to Nail and heal him. But this is basically akin to him having Krillin die. Nail's been his best friend for his entire life, and this is that trigger. This is just. First is a rage boost, which immediately overtakes Frieza, but then it just clicks, and you do get Super Saiyan Goku there. Now, at 300,000 times 50, it's not a big increase. He's about 15 million, which, granted, isn't a lot, but it's enough that it completely just decimates Frieza. And Goku's so blind by rage, he just doesn't care. His friends there dying or dead, and he just decides that no, I'm not dealing with this, and just grabs him by the horn, just smacks his face, breaking his nose. Oh, you miserable monkey bastard! And then just Goku grabs his arm and just crushes the arm, and just and then grabs him by the tail and just blasts him. And now Goku charging up. I'm going to let's just say he has the Maseko. Oh, this isn't good. And Frieza even tries to power up, and he even manages to power up to his third form, which is nothing compared to a Super Saiyan Goku at this point. And just no. He's barely there. Just you filthy monkey, and then Goku just takes those remains, and just blasts him up, and just annihilates him. So, fortunately, Dende is there, and he is able to heal Nail, and is able to heal the Namekians. That unfortunately, he was not able to heal them, but they use Purunga to bring him back. And he does, again, different type of Goku here. You'd think because he was raised peacefully by the Namekians, who are very much a peace-loving race, he probably wouldn't go so hardcore. But the fact of the matter is, he probably would have killed Frieza. He had multiple chances to kill Frieza. I don't know. Maybe I could take that back. But in this case, this is all he's known. Whereas Goku, he's known a lot of people on Earth, had a lot of friends, all that. Krillin just was his best friend. And frankly, he probably would have killed in fact, he did try to give Frieza chances. Frieza's a chance even after killing Krillin. But I think in this case, because it's also not just the slaughter of Nail, but the slaughtering of so many of his friends all at once and the people he's grown up with, I think it's a different circumstance. So Goku, I think, does flat out end Frieza there. And it's like, Goku, Nail, you're okay, man. You're okay. And then they use Purunga and bring him back. So where's that lead? Vegeta tries to maybe go get it senses the power boost that he got from, because he comes to the planet at one point. And he tries to go for the Dragon Balls, quickly realizing, okay, this isn't a good idea. Now they can sense just how strong Goku's gotten. And ultimately, he hightails it out, and Baby tries to go do some training. So my battery's almost dead, but that's fine. We're pretty much done with this what if for today. So really now, we're in a weird spot. What happens now? Well, I think what's going to happen is Daddy's going to come home, going to come to Namek, and because they ended up finding his body in Namek, in the rebel Namek. So they knew where to go to find Namek. So I think you're going to find Mr. Cold is coming to town, and that might lead to the last part of this what if. We'll get to that when we get to that. But until then, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. And ideas for who would win, Star or Super Magic, what if, anything to do with the channel, put that in the comments below. Let me know. I'll get to that at some point as well. And that's the last of the what ifs for the week. I got a one who would win and a box office video to do tomorrow. Gonna go see Star Wars with my dad. He hasn't seen it yet. He's looking forward to it. Then we're gonna go get Five Guys and clog our arteries. Gonna be a good time. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.